Mike Adekule, traditionally AK. I just found your new nickname. It's Kubutu. It's Kubutu himself.
Where did you get that from?
A lady called you by that. So Skubutu. Probably maybe something in the future.
I don't know. I don't know. You are on live program. Let's go to the podcast. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, David. On the supplementary budget, I'm talking about things on this supplementary budget. We have a reps transferring 5 billion naira for yacht to students loan. How do you feel about the development? There are plenty, there are still controversies surrounding the procurement of yacht for Mr. President, which the president denied. Even the president said no, it is not meant for the president. And now the money has been transferred to student loans. Don't you think the APC government is working for Nigerians?
First and foremost, I want to say Mr. Lucky should not come to the public space and address himself as a pastor, because if Lucky become pastor, Nigeria don't finish with that. People like Lucky become pastor. And then back to your question, I think the federal government thinks Nigerians are dozer. In the sense that now, when they were supposed to, because every government ministry, parastatals, MDA would always table their budgets before the Senate or before the House of Reps. The Senate committee, the different committee would now look into those budget proposals. There was never a time in the history of Nigeria, Nigerian Navy as what included a yacht in their budget. I start to be corrected. So where is this issue of yacht coming from? This issue of yacht is coming from the presidency. So the presidency is just trying to divert this issue to the Nigerian Navy, knowing fully well that the Nigerian Navy would not say anything. Since this is coming from the president, before this time, the presidency went to the Senate to defend this budget, and one of all those things that we saw the breakdown of the budget from the office of the president. We saw the budget, and the yacht was included. Thank God for the outcry of Nigerians. Thank God for many Nigerians that have revolted, that have come out to say no, we cannot continue like this. The presidency and the president should not think we are those. People have been lambasting the president. People have lashed him. Now, thank God, the Senate and House of Rep has now said no. But I don't trust even the House of Rep members. The money that you said that has been transferred to the student loan, how shall we, the students, we get a loan? Even the 5 billion set aside already for them. Which model? How do the government, what sharing formula or what sharing model do they intend to give these loans? So I am very happy because this yacht of a thing, it has been scrapped. No right-thinking president who want to get a yacht at this trying time. Nigeria is on the verge of collapsing. I stand to be corrected. You cannot go to public health care center and get drugs for free. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not ride on our intelligence.
And don't you think that's why Joe Ajero is flying abroad for medical treatment? You said you cannot get drugs for free.
You cannot get it. Nobody.
In our hospitals, you can't get them.
In public hospitals.
And that's why Joe Ajero is flying abroad, for medical treatment. Is that the reason?
That should not be a reason why it's a show of shame. He ought to have gone to public hospital to face what ordinary Nigerians is facing. He truly is for the masses.
He truly is representing
the masses.
Okay.
Because he is the face. Joe Ajero should be the voice of the voiceless. He should stand and then fight for those oppressing us. Where does he get the money for him to fly, for him to go abroad? Joe Ajero deserves what he got. He deserves what he got. This is the same man. When every Nigerians felt there will be strike tomorrow, Joe Ajero will come out 12 midnight and say strike has been called off, because because what? He got palliative from the federal government. Some seconds to midnight, Joe Ajero has called off strike countless times. It shows he himself cannot speak for the masses. So Joe Ajero is working for his own interest. If really is for the masses, where was what Ajero when NSC what for the government increase pump price? He could not do anything. He could not do anything. The only NLC government, Labour, that has been what effective in this country was Adato Shomole.
Don't forget that he was a round table with the government.
Hey, see, Mr. Mike, Nigeria matter does not should not boil down to round table. How many months as what Ajero give from federal government to review the minimum wage? What the federal government done? See, there are times you need, as a human rights activist, you need to let government know that, see, shut down the economy. Let government feel the heat. If today, I have to say, okay, nobody should come out. Market women stay at home. Shut down airport. Shut down our land border. Shut down everywhere. Government too will feel the heat. If government is not making money,
like you will not support them.
I will support it. Like stop saying that. Stop saying that.
You will not support them.
I tell you, come out today and say strike. Tomorrow, you will say strike council.
But didn't it come out in Imo State?
Didn't it come out in Imo State? Come out to the world. See, even the people of what Imo State don't trust him because he has failed. Start from the federal level first. That is where your own issue is. Start from the federal level. How many times has Tinubu increased pump price? What has he done? What has Ajero done?
There was time he threatened to shut down the economy.
There was time he threatened. There was a time he threatened.
There was time he gave an ultimatum to the federal government.
Now, federal government ultimatum has elapsed. What has he done? See, Ajero should see, Mr. Mike. Government, how do government make money?
He's not getting the picture.
See, hello, sir. There was never a time. See, you know, federal government would always breach agreements. Federal government would always breach agreements. This issue of palliative, he promised to monitor it. How far with it? So I think Ajero is the weakest of all NLC presidents. Look at Nigerians are suffering, and still there is nothing Ajero could say. Every day he keeps going to Asoro to see the president. On what basis? You should stand as opposition to the government. You should represent the interest of the common man, even if it's one thing, bringing down Nigeria or other Nigeria into standstill. Every common man would always join you for you to pursue that freedom. Because Mr. Mike, the government himself won't take him serious. Because he himself has on his hand. Paul Ajero has on his hand. Every day he keeps going to Asoro 2 meet to 2.
Andrew, good news. You are responding to your analysis. Yeah, the Nigerian government is not moved by protest. Southeast do sit at home more than a year.
Not that. See, Southeast economy is a local economy. Now, how did Adam Somele achieve it?
Yeah, that was
no, stop saying then. Stop saying then. You have an excuse. Now, you know how this thing works. That see, before every government will want to listen to you, let's cripple the economy for 2 days.
You said that was when they were practicing democracy.
That is the excuse. That is the excuse.
This is action.
That is the excuse. Ajero is not effective. Ajero does not have what it takes to become an NLC president. Okay, NLC president was being brutalized. Let's see, you don't go abroad. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Mr. Mike.
He will go.
Mr. Mike.
Hello. See,
Mr. Mike.
I know, sir. There's no issue. See, if a freedom fighter, Omalaye Sowore, how many times has been brutalized? Why didn't he travel abroad? We've seen numerous human rights activists. See, if you're an activist, when
travel abroad too. When he started that activism in school in Unilag, almost Showore was brutal. Showore was brutal, like cow, and they rushed him to Lutz. From Lutz, they got a signal that they were coming for him in Lutz under Abacha. I don't know where you were then. Showore was flown abroad.
Ever since Buhari let him to then seize his passport. Ever since then, as Showore ever travel abroad again, he has been here fighting, even if it's warranting him and losing his life. He said, see, he will fight for the interest of Nigeria. This is the time I don't need to even shut down the economy.
Ajero is fighting for the economy. Listen, the last meeting they had a memorandum of understanding in which the court has stamped it. You understand? So now when the time comes, hold on now, they listed 10 agenda in which the government said they are going to fix it within a month. You understand? And hold on now, they are going to fix it within a month. Now, when they are ready for the government, you understand? There we go, and that will be an evidence to show that the government are not following what the people have signed.
Mr. Mike, now the same government promised to improve minimum wage. He gave this labor time frame. The time frame has what elapsed. Now the same Ajero, others watch. Fuel price was increased twice under Ajero. Ajero could not say anything. When in this country,
He said could not say anything.
what did they say? For midnight, they go Abuja, like I must go.
Facing the government.
With facing government. Ajero will say tomorrow there will be strike. Tomorrow there will be strike. Wait.
You are misleading the people. You are misleading the
Ajero will cancel the strike.
You are misleading the people.
You are saying you are misleading the people. See, ever since Ajero has become the NLC chairman, as government for one day taking him serious. Government knows that Ajero is a toothless dog. He cannot bite. That is why the government is riding all its intelligence. Nobody dare try to it what during Oshomole. You've seen this is the time. This is the time Ajero needs. This is the time Ajero needs to even hold the economy into ransom because the masses will come out and support him. That is this. If you take that step, shut down economy of this country for 2 years, government will lose.
When there is a cut order,
Good morning, sir.
And how are you doing?
Fine.
What was your take about this controversial issue on Ajero, the NLC president?
My own take, because everybody's entitled to his own opinion. Whatever that happens to Ajero or Ajero in Imo State, it's a very wrong signal, and it's not fair. It's not good. Yes, I know. Maybe he went there at the wrong time. We're talking about my state, Imo State now. Maybe he went there at the wrong time. And but you look at what happened. You see, most of these politicians are very, very sensitive. Ajero too is a politician, whether you like it or not. Maybe he metabolically acted in such a way that let him go to that particular place because this is election time. And it is only during the election time that most of these politicians gives you a listening ears. For instance, you have not paid salary for some months. Your workers are not being paid for some months now. So maybe by virtue of going to that particular place, maybe the governor will give him a listening ear for him to be able to foster the payment of the workers as earlier as possible. But whoever, and it depends on how the different masses understood whatever happens. But if the young man was beaten, brutalized, assaulted by the government of Imo State, by the so-called the administration of Opus Adema, it's very, very wrong. Yes, I know. Even if the young man has not been doing things in such a way that they have been favoring most of Nigerian Labour Congress, even the entire nations entirely. But to me, it's very, very wrong for you to have even lay a hand on somebody that occupies such important position. Knowing fully well that maybe Remember, we are talking. Nigeria is not where you state is he from, either Abia State or something like that. If this young man is not fighting, he didn't go there asking you that you should pay him his own money, but the money you are owing workers, you needed to pay them out. So for you to have brutalized the young man and even to the extent of assaulting him, to me, like I said earlier, everybody is entitled to his own opinion. It's a very wrong move by the Imo State government to have done such. It's a very wrong move.
All right, and on the yard, what would you have to say concerning that? The money has been transferred to students' loan, which many Nigerians are saying, okay, it's a welcome development. Some are saying it was because Nigerians went against or kicked against the presidential or the purchase of the presidential yacht. That's why they had to, or the rep had to transfer it to student loan. Did you cite it that way yesterday?
Well, Mr. Michael, sometimes there's some certain things you need to ask yourself. A yacht was approved, and this is the first time we had on such in this country. And in the first place, why will even
this been rejected by the?
I understand.
By the
I understand.
All
In the first place, why would you even bring out such submission that you want to with yachts for what? Why you know that Nigeria don't need such at this moment? That is not the kind of thing we need at this moment. We don't need such thing at this moment, knowing what the entire nation is going through. But saying that you have decided to have shifted or transferred the money meant for the yacht to the student loan and the other thing is a welcome development. But it's all about saying it. For how long? Even the ones that have been, the student build loans that have been assigned, how many students can beat their chest today that they have gotten their own shares of the money? So, but shifting the money meant for the yacht to what I may call the student loan is a very, very welcome development. But what I stand here to tell the federal government that whatever you have said, you want to transfer money to from meant for yacht to the student loan. Let it be that the money that you have said is not just saying it on paper, on air, on another thing. At the end of the day, we will not see anything meaningful, tangible, that will not even yield profit to the Nigerians. So as long as you have said it, let it start immediately. The infant must start immediately. Not at the end of the day, you find out that the money that was meant to be shifted to a particular yacht is now part of the story that we are hearing today. At the end of the day, you find out, you keep on hearing that something like that have happened, and nothing was put in existence, as in the money was not more there again. So we should always tell ourselves the truth. If you have said that this money is meant for a particular thing, let it go immediately and start to work. We need to hit the ground running. Not at the end of the day, you keep on telling us that the money at the end, you shift the burden at the end to another, and at the end of the day, you didn't find out the most important thing, the money that was meant for a particular thing was not more there in existence. So they should be very, very careful on how they shift the money. But never in the history of Nigeria, we have never heard of such in the history of Nigeria that a yacht for what? Nigerians are not, we don't need such thing for now, at this moment. This is not what Nigeria needs at this moment. Nigerians are not okay. The Nigerian citizens are not, no one is smiling anymore. So the federal government should have known that doing things the right way, even the so-called administration that put, the administration itself should be very, very wary and careful on the kind of advice you receive from people. Anybody that is even giving you the advice that you should go and give the senators or the House of Reps the yes for them to approve. For what? That advice. If that scam person should be given, that person should be arrested, because we don't need that thing at the moment. What we need at the moment is set the country in order. The lot of money you use for the search scan, for the yacht scan, go a long way in fixing most of the problem we're having in this country. So they should be very, very careful on what they do. So seriously.
All right, thank you so much, Charles. And quickly to the last story before we leave. The president has called for peaceful, free, fair, transparent election in these three states, Kogi, Imo, and Bayelsa. Do you see a free, fair, transparent election taking place in these states?
Before any elections in Nigeria, these are the kind of things we keep on hearing: free and fair election. But you and I know that in Nigeria, there's nothing. We have never for one day experienced any free and fair election in Nigeria. Mostly, the three states that have been mentioned is, these are the hot cake of the nation right now. Being Imo State and Kogi State, to be precise now. But what do we say? What we are saying that let peace reign in that particular place. But you and I knows that election in my state, being Imo State, will never, and it will never be peaceful as long as this young man keep on maluding the mandate of the entire Imonite. But what we are praying at, nobody is praying that peace should not reign in that particular place. But what we are praying that God should foster peace so that at the end of the day, peace will reign. But Imo State, my brother.
There is a clause there. There is a clause. Imo State.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Thank God it's Friday.
DIF.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Over you.
Yeah, it's native style.
Wow, that's Friday. Great. How is it going to be today?
Yeah.
Jolly man.
Let's keep puzzling. Let's go for the job done. Let's get the job done, then we can just, as they be now.
All right.
You know, as they be, right?
All right.
Yeah, good morning.
All right, this is
good morning, Mr. Taiwo Odulade. Yeah, we're there for you and you're there for us. We appreciate you. Good morning, Mr. Rotimi. Good one from you. Good morning, Calvin. That gave us umbrella.
King Henry.
Henry. Okay, I think it's one of the king dynasty in England.
I think so.
Okay, I think so. So yeah, that's good of him. Good morning, every one of you. I greet you. Thank God it's Friday.
TGIF.
Thank God for life, likewise.
And thank God for the rep rejecting the 5 billion yacht.
That's a good one. But after collecting their own 150 million, 160 million Prado or Land Cruiser SUV, you see, I don't know. You see that yacht, man, they're talking of. We don't need yachts for a year now for Nigeria. It's not our problem. I was being told that it's Navy that requested for it, but we never know the truth. They will just throw out this news to us, split the news into the public, and we will not even do the fact check. How did this yacht come to be in the, the budgets of the country, the supplementary budget? So we need to, that's why we say we don't need to be lazy. We always need to be doing our fact check before we come on here to now state the way the event goes. But I'm not going to be a party of that. I'm still investigating that yacht, imputed into the supplementary budget. I'm still doing my investigation, so I can't say categorically anything. And I think, nevertheless, if anything even happens, we have a listing president that's that listens to the crying of the crowd, the masses. So to me, that one is even a plus for you to have a listing president.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's a listing president?
It's a listing president. Let me just say it wholeheartedly. When came out, that Paletti, that he said he wants to start giving 88,000 to household. What happened?
Have you received
there was uproar. No, there was uproar. They cancelled it. I think that's what they turned to. Student loan. That's what they turn to student loan. And what people don't understand about student loan is it happens in majority of the advanced countries. You come in, you are less privileged, they set up a loan for you. And the good things about it, it's same government that look for the job for you. Because if they don't get you a job, their money can't be paid. That's the good thing a lot of people don't know. Right? So it will now revert back cost to time of Awolowo, time of Zik. When you are in university, job is already waiting for you. It's Nigerian money, it's government money, it's Nigerian money. So they just loan them to educate yourself. Then when you educate yourself, they will look for a job for you. Because if they don't get you a job, that money, it's going to go down the drain. So that's the beauty aspect of it. But a lot of youths we don't make research to know the benefits of it. So that's my own stake.
All right, let's travel to Kogi State, Bayelsa, and Imo. The president, Bola Tinubu, has called for transparent election in these states. And don't forget that one out of the states is a security prone area.
Hot state. Yeah.
I'm talking about insecurity.
Insecurity.
Yeah, sorry, insecurity.
We are talking about Bayelsa. Imo. Yeah, likewise Bayelsa.
State specifically. Bayelsa is still somehow peaceful.
What is going on in Bayelsa too?
Compared to Imo State.
It's so disheartening. It's also disheartening.
Compared to Imo State. You know what I'm trying to say?
Imo has no problem. The people that are bringing the problem down to Imo.
There's an issue of IPON in the state.
Yeah.
The issue of the governor of the state. You know, people are complaining that you shouldn't be the one on the seat. Unknown government and all sorts of security issues going on there. Do you think this election will be peaceful and transparent in that state? This is the same state Joe Aguero, the NLC president, went to protest and was brutalized.
And mind you, he has a brother that contested for one post in that state. Yes, his brother is a politician. So to himself, the way he found himself in the rubbles, in the debris now, I think it's his fault.
So he called for it.
It called for it. I've been saying on this platform that Ajero, as an NLC president, is a sold out, is a monetized NLC president. He has monetized the Labour Congress, called So Labour. And they will tell you that Ajero body language is aligned with Labour Party. I can say that for free here. Ajero is in sympathy with the Labour Party. And it's showing glaring, it's so glaring now that Ajero really opened his dirty can up now, and people are seeing it, visibly. People are seeing it visibly that this guy is a partisan person. This guy has an interest in politics, and as a Labour leader, you don't need to be partisan. You don't need to be. We've seen a lot of Labour leaders. We've seen a lot of people like Kokori. We've seen a lot of people like Adam Oshiomhole. We've seen, in fact, it was Labour platform. Oshiomhole came to become the governor of, Edo State. And he never went partisan with the Labour, Labour Party then. So, to me, Ajero needs to go back to the drawing table and learn the rudiments of becoming a Labour leader, because it's not matured enough the way I see things now to control Labour. Because Labour himself, under your watch, the Labour has divided. Labour is divided. The management of Labour is divided. You have Osifo, you have Aborume. They are contesting the seats. That you have one Apampa again. You have one Arabambi. They were same clique before, but one now divided them. One now divided them because they went into politics. And Labour is supposed to be apolitical, not politicians. You see, I don't understand what that is to show. And there's elements of corruption in every Nigerian, and you don't have any messiah that will save you from what is yourself, that you cry out, you fight your battle for yourself. You don't have any labor. The masses have labor. We are not part of the labor. The Ajero negotiated 36,000 increment for the salary of the workers. But how about the masses? What did he negotiate for the masses? So it's self-centered, self-interest people we are having in power now. Both labor, both governments. So what's the difference between labor and government? Labor union and government. What's the difference? What's the difference? When you see all these labor guys, they have houses, 5 houses, 6 houses all around. They ride on, Land Cruiser, they ride on their Jeep. What's their salary? Who are the grand masters of corruption in federal civil service? Are they not the labor? You're talking of the PAMSEC, you're talking of the director of director of, I've did the industrial attachment with an institution. And I know how all this thing goes, man. So to me, we may be less informed that Nigerians youth have not even know the kind of country they have and how the country works. Somebody was talking about the other guy, that's Showore. Sowore are the people that you can say is a hero. When you talk of human rights activists, he's an hero. Nevertheless,
Activism in Nigeria.
yeah, in the activism in Nigeria, because I witnessed a lot of suffering he went through, right from the cultism in the school, the Unilag then penetrated them, and he came out and he was going against them, and to the extent the VC of that time was against his movements. He was being arranged, he was being, macheted, man. And a lot of things that
I'm talking about the last N5BN memorial. He was outside.
He was.
He went to Lekki Toll Gate.
Yes.
Met with the police officers there.
Mind you, he's not a saint, likewise. Like, no man is a saint. Sowore himself is not a saint. There are a lot of things that are still hidden that, but give it to him. You give it to him. Give it to Oshiomhole. Give it to Oshiomhole. Give it to Kukori. Those are the labor leaders. Me, I always, I doff my heart with. Kukori that switched down the petroleum. Pengasan was the head of the Pengasan then. Chairman committee of the Pengasan, the labor Pengasan. He shut down the refinery, shut down everything to put the government at standstill. He did that personally, and they will be able to actualize their intention there. The labor was be able to. How many of them can do that now? How many of them has that credibility? Because if you want to come for equity, come with a clean hand. How many of them have clean hands? They're just a bobo. As Femi Kuti said, them bobo, they bobo our papa, they bobo our mama, they bobo our sisters, they bobo our children. That's just what is going on.
All right, thank you so much.